Imagine waking up each morning with nowhere to call home, wearing the same clothes for weeks and wondering if you'll eat again. This is the world Marcus woke to. But what happened next would change not only his fate, but countless others. Stay with us because this is the moment hope won. Marcus grew up in a working-class suburbs. Mother a nurse, his father a factory worker. From the outside, his life looked ordinary. But a sudden layoff, mounting medical bills, and a broken marriage sent him spiraling into debt. One fateful night, evicted and alone, Marcus found himself on the cold pavement. The city's neon lights blurred as tears froze on his cheeks. He felt invisible, another statistic in an endless sea of struggle. He tried shelters, but beds were scarce. He tried friends, but pride turned them into strangers. Each rejection carved deeper wounds, testing his will to survive. Days bled into nights. He scavenged for cans, fought off despair, and prayed for a sign. His only companion, a small makeshift backpack containing the last remnants of his former life. Yet Marcus refused to quit. He carried a worn notebook, scribbling affirmations. I am stronger than my circumstances. I will rise. One morning, he met Linda, volunteer at a street outreach program, handing out coffee and prayers. Her smile cracked his shell of isolation. You deserve more, she said, pressing a warm cup into his hands. That act of kindness ignited a spark. For the first time, Marcus felt seen. He volunteered at the outreach center, washing dishes in exchange for a meal and human connection. Week by week, his confidence grew. He swapped his blanket for a thrift store coat, then for interviews. He landed day labor jobs, saving every dollar toward a bus pass and a rented room. But the biggest battle remained internal. Old shame whispered, "You're not enough." Marcus fought back with every affirmation, forging resilience from pain. By month 3, he had a part-time job at a community kitchen. Each meal he served was a reminder. Once hungry himself, now feeding others. The fall had forged his purpose and his fight had become unbreakable. With stable housing and income, Marcus dared to dream again. He enrolled in night classes, studying social work. He wanted to give back to the system that once abandoned him. His story spread through social media. An old photo of him under the bridge, next to a new one of him in a cap and gown. Comments poured in tears, applause, solidarity. Marcus launched Hope on Every Corner, a nonprofit pairing former homeless individuals with mentors and job training. He knew firsthand that connection, not just resources, turned lives around. At the first public event, he welcomed dozens of participants, each with their own scars. He led with empathy, offering his own journey as proof. If I can rise, so can you. Local news picked up the story. A skeptical reporter followed him for a week, expecting cliches. Instead, she found raw humanity, watching Marcus coax smiles from hardened souls. Donations surged. Volunteers flooded in. Marcus traveled to shelters, streets, and community centers, always with that notebook, now filled with success stories and fresh dreams. But success didn't stop the challenges. Funds ran low. Bureaucracy threatened to shut down programs. Marcus harnessed his old perseverance, rallying the community one conversation at a time. In the climax, a gala raised enough funds to expand nationwide. Marcus took the stage once trembling on a sidewalk, now addressing hundreds with a booming voice that carried hope. He concluded, "My greatest lesson? No act of kindness is too small, no life too broken. Our greatest power lies in lifting one another." From homeless to hope, Marcus's brave journey reminds us, when we choose courage over comfort, our ripples can change the world. If Marcus's story moved you, share this video and join our mission. Subscribe for more stories that prove hope is stronger than fear.